Well, I have to conclude by first apologizing for not doing my job as a moderator and keeping us to time, as we are clearly already encroaching on the next session. But I hoped that the information you were getting would have answered all of your questions, and this would be totally clear to you now. If you do have questions, please feel free to find Milan, Sabina, Merce, William, or myself at any time. And with that, I thank you and turn it over to the next session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. I want to try and do it much better. So my name's Steve Wandiga. I would want to invite you to this last but very important session on evaluating community engagement practices in TB research. We have three very interesting presentations, but I just wanted to give you a little background. The 2008 Bamako Global Ministerial Forum on Research on Health came up with one of the recommendations that constituents that are working in research needed to be adequately informed about the ongoings within research. So given that CPTR was launched around October of 2010, around June of 2010, I would want to say that from that Global Ministerial Forum, we were then mandated within the CPTR to come up with the stakeholder and community engagement working group that was going to inform the CPTR partners on how to effectively engage the communities that we all work in. So one of the other things that we did immediately after that, under the leadership of Jim Lavery and all of us, we did a community mapping exercise just to see what was going on out there. And we came up with very interesting findings, some of which included the fact that there was no consensus on what community engagement entailed. But then secondly, in most of the sites, community engagement was run by literally one person. So it means if things were not working, then it would mean that probably it's the one person you need to chase and send home, but then bring another who probably you would not be able to know what they're bringing in next. Then there was also the struggle about how to evaluate the community engagement activities so that then the sites would be able to know what to drop, what to probably strengthen, and what really works. But at the same time, there was lack of guidance on what community engagement tools really needed to be developed. But there was also a challenge on, can we copy paste, can we cut paste experiences from sites? But at the same time, there was also the challenge of, is community engagement activities sustainable? And what really can we learn from each other? So this evening, just before the evening reception, I would just want to indulge you in these three presentations. I want to welcome Stephanie Siedel to give us the first presentation so that we are able to get to hear how some of these tools are developed and the rolling out of the M&E. Welcome.